flip this around. Whoa. Ready? And boom! I feel like Pop-Tarts are a luxury because as a kid, my parents would never ever buy me Pop-Tarts because they'd be like, it's too sweet, it's too expensive, it's too sweet. Put that down, Helen. I'm not buying that for you. I'm not telling you again. But you know what? My dad's not here to tell me no, so I went along and I bought my own Pop-Tarts. Yeah! But the thing is, I opened the package and look at this. It's kind of sad looking, right? It looks nothing like the box. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat this because one, it looks really bad. Two, it's too small. Like, I'm a big kid now. I need big kid sizes. So you know what? I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna make my own Giant Pop-Tart. The dough is rolled out beautifully. It just needs to go in the fridge overnight. There's no room up here, so I'm gonna take it downstairs. All right, we are downstairs. We're gonna put this right in here under Ben's million eggs because he eats like a dozen of them. We're gonna let that sit overnight. As we let that sit, we're actually gonna go back upstairs and make our filling. It's filling time! We're gonna be making the strawberry Pop-Tart. We got a whole bag of frozen strawberries. It's about 4 pounds, a little over 4 pounds. And we are gonna dump it inside this blender. Oh, that's it for now. These are frozen strawberries, but we thawed them for a while because then you don't wanna just put straight frozen strawberries in there or else it's just gonna be rocks and gonna... That's how the blender's gonna sound like and you don't want that. Okay, so the blender started to have like a smoky smell, so I don't think that's a good thing. We stopped using the blender and then we moved on to the food processor. Did that and it works really well. So you know what? We're gonna switch over to the food processor instead. I'm actually gonna pour the strawberry puree in here. So I'm just gonna squeeze this down here and it leaks down like this. The purpose of doing this is so that all the seeds and the excess strawberry pieces that didn't get cut up is not going into our strawberry paste. You can see all the seeds just kind of like hanging out like, hey, I don't want to go through too. Well, you can't. So we separate all the seeds. That's all the strawberry seeds in there. Crazy, right? And then we're gonna put in 3/4 cup. Choked. 3/4 cup of sugar in here. Just gonna mix it all in. And we're gonna be making a strawberry paste. We're gonna bring it over to the fire. Once it hits like, starts bubbling a little bit, I'm gonna lower the temperature a little bit as well because it has to be just on a simmer, not a boil. So it's bubbling a bit too much, so we're gonna pour it into this bigger pot. Hopefully I don't, oh shoot. That's pretty much done. So like you see, if I just glide the spatula across, it doesn't really leak down. So I think this is a good enough thickness to put on our baking sheet. Ooh, that's a lot of jam. You saw how many strawberries this was. This was about over 4 pounds of strawberries and it took about an hour and a half to cook. I don't know how people who sell jam for a living make money because that's a lot of strawberries. We're actually gonna be putting it into the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna let it cook until it's even a thicker paste than this. Every 10 minutes, I'm gonna mix it around until it's a nice thick paste. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I think probably about 30 minutes, but that's probably just me trying to be optimistic. All right, I think it should be done now. This is close to the texture that we want, so it's perfect. Now, all we're gonna do is just put it into a container, seal it off, put it in the fridge, cool it off. Tomorrow, we're gonna assemble the Pop-Tart. And we're back the next day. Everything is completely chilled. We have our dough over here, nice and hard. I don't wanna pat too hard. And we have our paste. I'm gonna spread my little strawberry paste, somewhat of a thick layer. I don't want it too thin. Ta-da! And it's done. But before we put the top layer on, we actually need to make an egg wash. I always thought an egg wash was literally just one egg and you just kind of mix it around. But no, it's an egg plus some water. And I didn't know that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the egg wash and I'm just gonna brush it all around the sides right here. It's basically a glue for both the pastries. All 4 corners done. All right, tricky part next. Oh man. I'm just gonna put that right on top. They should be the same exact size. I'm just gonna press it a little bit. And the next thing I wanna do, I'm gonna roll the sides, kind of like using this pencil and just kind of pressing it down. I just wanna make at least just an outline because I don't wanna press it right through. All right, after all the sides are rolled out, I'm just gonna use my ruler and just kind of cut off that excess. I wanted to make it as straight as possible. Woo! The next part, I'm actually gonna be making holes on top of it. First hole, I'm just gonna stab it right through. Oh my God, how satisfying is this? So the reason why I made the holes is because whenever you bake something, if you don't make holes, all the dough just kind of starts bubbling because there's air inside that's trying to get out. So if you don't poke the holes, you're just gonna get these weird bubbles here and there, and that's what I don't want. That's why we put so many of them. Okay, we got it safely onto the pan without destroying it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put it back in the fridge so we can chill it again because it's been out here for a minute. And the colder it is, the less it's gonna expand. Now that the first one is done, we're gonna go ahead and put together the second one. And I'm pretty sure you know all the steps now, so let's just go ahead and time lapse this. Done. It is completely chilled. It's time to put it in the oven. But before that, we gotta put parchment paper under. So I'm going to very carefully, I said carefully, Helen. Oh, it didn't break. Okay. Now time to put it in the oven. We have the oven set at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna put one right here. Now I don't really know how long it's gonna take. All I know is that we have to wait till the top is kind of like a golden brown, like a light golden brown. Now while the Pop-Tarts bake, we're gonna make some sprinkles. But I only have this big old star ones and I really want it to be crushed tiny little bits. We're gonna put this plastic film. And now I need my grandfather's mallet. It's time to smash! And smashed. Look at all our little bits and pieces. Now we just gotta wait for our Pop-Tart to finish in the oven. It's been about an hour now, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the oven. They're now like a really nice golden brown color, and I think it's cooked all the way. I hope it's cooked all the way. We were gonna put the icing on today, but we have to let this cool down completely before we put the icing on. We're just gonna come back tomorrow and we'll figure it out from there. It is the very next day and our Pop-Tarts are completely dried. This one's a little warpy. That's probably my own fault for not making it straight enough. But this one, it came out perfect. So now next step is we just gotta put icing on it. For the icing, I got some egg whites. I'm gonna make like a royal icing kind of thing. Let's put some powdered sugar in first. I made the hole kind of small because I don't want to splash it everywhere. Because if you know me, I'm just a big old mess. So I think this is the consistency I want. I am not really sure, okay? This is my first time making a Giant Pop-Tart. So I'm gonna test it out first on the parchment paper and then I'm gonna put it on the Pop-Tart. So let's just try to make this work. And we have the icing and the sprinkles on. Look at it. Doesn't it look so pretty and so beautiful? It's perfect. Now, I've watched a lot of different YouTubers make this, and I mean, it's all right, but it's not this nice. I mean, look at it. Ah, we did so great. But we are Moon Waffles, and we don't just stop at great. We stop when you go, oh my God, what? The reason why we made 2 Pop-Tarts is because we're gonna be putting it inside the plastic wrapping. That's right, we're making the wrapper. So we printed out the logo on the wrapper onto a piece of paper. Ben's gonna take an X-Acto knife, cut out all the black parts to make a stencil, and then we're gonna trace it onto the plastic wrap. So it's gonna look amazing. The final product is done. The Pop-Tarts are completely dried and Ben went along and put it together. I haven't seen it yet, so we're actually gonna see this together for the first time. He put 2 cardboards here because he doesn't want the Giant Pop-Tarts to break. So I'm just gonna, oh my God, it's so heavy. Flip this around. Whoa. Ready? And boom! Whoa! It looks so legit! Look at this! Look at this! The logos look exactly the same! What? What? Oh my God, I don't even want to open it. Look, it even has the squiggly lines at the top too. Okay, I kind of want to see if they open the same way. So let's open the regular packet first. So it opens like that, rips like this. It's a little, oh my God. It opens the same way. What? Look, the giant one and then the little one. Oh, it rips exactly the same. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so proud of us. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna try to lift this up and see what happens. Oh, it's cracking a little bit, but that's okay because we need to see the inside of it anyways. Before we do that, let's crack open the little one first, just to see. So okay, it's an easy break as well. And it looks like that on the inside. Now let's do ours. It's already kind of cracking already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just go. Ooh. Oh. Dude, it smells so good. Like, it smells really good. Now let's just do a side-by-side comparison. Our jam is a little bit darker, maybe because we use like real strawberries and no dye, and I'm pretty sure Pop-Tarts use like red dye for this. Now comes for the most important part, the taste test. So let's taste this. Oh, it's okay. Too sweet. Now let's taste ours. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm not even kidding me. It makes me want to finish this whole thing. It makes the real one taste like garbage. This is just garbage now. From now on, I don't need to buy regular Pop-Tarts. I'm just gonna make a giant one for myself every single time. Because, oh my God. This is probably one of the best ones we've ever made. Like the best big food projects, because for the first time we could actually eat it and it tastes good. Because remember we made the giant Oreo before? Well, that thing was dry. That was not good. That's why we had to put like ice cream, like that's why we had to make it into an ice cream sandwich. But this on its own, oh my God, like we did everything right with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take one more big bite while you watch our other videos.